Hello, welcome back to Royally Unapologetic. We're back in this thing as always. We, meaning me and my thoughts. If you are new, welcome to the channel where I keep it a buck and keep you up on all things self-awareness. Make sure you have subscribed. If you're returning, make sure you are subscribed. And let's get into the video. So, as you can tell by the title, we are talking about allowing yourself to feel. And I know you're like, what? Huh? First off, let me just say this. Whoever said that it's not okay to cry, bye. Y'all, that's so wrong. Whoever said that a man crying is weak, nah, not true. If you walking around being bitter, angry, not broke, but bitter, angry, disgusting, negative, you need to check your emotions, because clearly there is something that you are not addressing, or there's something you're not acknowledging within yourself. So what do I mean when I say allow yourself to feel? I'm relating towards the Black community, because this is how we work. But if you are of another ethnicity or nationality, then this may also still apply. But as Black people, we're taught that we have to be strong. We're taught that showing emotions is weakness. No, actually, it's actually quite the opposite. Being able to be in touch with your emotions and allowing yourself to feel, and be aware of how you're feeling, has to be the strongest thing. And like, I used to think that was so. If you want to cry, sis, bro, cry. Like, why would you sit here and hold all these emotions in just so you can be that bitter, angry, sad, negative person? Because that used to be me. Like, I would not like allow myself to feel. Like in high school, I really was just like a walking zombie. Like, if anybody that really know me know, I really did not talk to anybody. I mean, I had like my group of friends, but outside of them, I was not talking. And I still kind of am that way, but I'm trying to be more like, social. Not just like social as in I need friends, but I'm starting to like, have small conversations with people, like, hey, how are you, type of thing. Because before, I just be like, hello, like, and sometimes I really would not even speak to anybody, because it's like, I'm too in my feelings to be trying to put up with this. But it's like, I ain't want to be in my feelings. Stop letting society think that just because you're aware of how you feel, then that is wrong. Which brings me to my next point. Don't ever let anyone negate how you feel. Like, you feel the way you feel because the way you feel. Like, that's just how you feel. Whether it be how you feel temporarily, how you feel overall. Like, never let someone try to make you feel bad for feeling, because that's just a no. Like, we have to get out of the phase of being emotional. It's just weak, and because it's not. Like I said, it's not, and it's actually pretty strong. So I commend anyone that does that. And I'm really proud of myself, because I really thought I was like weak-minded. Like, I used to have people tell me that I'm weak-minded. I need to do a story time on that person. But I used to be told that I was weak-minded because of the way that I felt. Like, I was addressing my feelings and making them aware. And it's like, I'm weak-minded because I feel a certain way and I don't want to feel this way, and I'm trying to better it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, so if someone ever tells you you're weak-minded, ignore them, because you're not. What's weak-minded is you not wanting to be strong enough to face how you feel, address how you feel, and like do better. If it's bad feelings, to try to get rid of them, and then if it's good, to literally like express it more. Like, it is okay. You can be emotionally, like, there are good emotions. Like, you don't have to cry or be angry to have emotions. Like, being happy is an emotion. Being joyful is an emotion. So don't ever let anyone try to, negate your feelings. And this even comes when you're in a disagreement with someone. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. So even though someone that you're having an argument or a disagreement with, you can't negate the other person's feelings, because y'all both feel how y'all feel. And the challenge is not, trying to say my feelings are stronger. The challenge is to understand each other's perspectives. So when it comes to, emotional, stop being ashamed of If you want to cry, sis, cry, because I'm gonna tell you right now, crying will help you. Like, sometimes crying just makes you feel so much better. Like, ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about when y'all do those like shower cries, bruh. Sometimes I just cry just to allow myself to feel. Like, I may not even know why I'm crying, but it's like, okay, I know that I have emotions, and clearly I'm crying because there's some type of hurt within, some type of pain, something that's making me cry. Or it could be like a joyful cry, you know? Like, sometimes I really just am grateful because, like, you know, oftentimes I do be forgetting sometimes. Like, I get so, like, a lot of my emotions really lately have been like really like just negative and just really sensitive like emotions. And I'm trying to, you know, remember that I have the right to feel how I feel. However, I can't let those feelings overpower my positive feelings. You get what I'm saying? Like, my positive emotions. So if you want to feel, if you want to be emotional, it is okay. Like, dudes, this is for y'all. I cannot stand a dude that acts like he is the hardest dude in the world. Because first off, you capping. Second off, stop trying to be something you're not. Like, just because society tells you you need to be this macho, strong man. First off, this is not 1828, 1926. Like, this is not a patriarchal, y'all know the word I'm trying to say, society. I'm gonna just type it, a patriarchal, y'all know, society. Like, so for dudes that continue to be like, try to be this, you know, strong. Yes, you can still be strong, but you can also still be emotional. Just because you're emotional does not make you weak. I repeat, just because you are emotional does not mean it makes you weak. Like, if a dude, for some reason, a dude that like opens up and like shares his emotions, like, even on a friend level, like, I'm really talking about a friend level anyway, but like on a friend level, it's just like, for me, I just take so much pride in that, because it's like, I just, especially black men, I love when black men allow themselves to feel like, yes, you have a right to be angry. Yes, you have a right to be sad, hurt, like all that. When they address their feelings rather than just being aggressive all the time, I don't know. I just genuinely love that, because it just lets me know, like, y'all are not trying to fit into society's norms, which, first off, the norms of society, but that's a different story for a different day. At the end of the day, your emotions really, really like drive how you are as a person. Because if you're someone that's not in tune with your emotions, you're going to be like numb, just walking around, just being da, da, da. If you're someone whose emotions, you're in tune with your emotions, but you're only focusing on the negative things, you're going to be angry all the time. Like, if you're like, I'm mad because this and this and this and this, everything gonna make you mad then, because you're gonna go and remember why this made you mad and this made you mad. Like, you feel your emotions, you know, justify to yourself. You don't have to ever justify to anyone else your emotions, but justify to yourself why you feel that way. And then make the decision. Are you going to allow those negative feelings to run you, or the positive feelings? Because at the end of the day, you can still be hurt. And I'm not saying, you know, just push your feelings down to the side. Like, no, you have to address the hurt. Like, you have to work through emotions. Healing is like a deep process that I'm in, and I honestly hate it so much. If I'm being transparent, I hate it so much, because like all these emotions, like sometimes you want to do something, but then it's like when you heal, you have to be ready for all aspects. And I'm gonna be honest, there are some parts of my healing journey that I'm not ready for. But eventually, you know, as I grow on this self-awareness journey, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. Emotions are a valid part of you in identifying yourself. Because if you are someone that's unhappy, someone that's sad, you need to identify why you feel that way. Like, stop just trying to push down and be like, oh, somebody tells you you're being dramatic. That is my pet peeve. Like, okay, you can be dramatic in situations, but I don't feel like your actual genuine emotions are being dramatic. Like, if I'm talking to someone and I'm like, I really feel XYZ, and they're like, well, you're just being dramatic. Like, you have no reason to feel like that. Excuse me. See, that's what I'm talking about. Don't ever let anyone negate your feelings. Like, if someone ever tells you that, check them and be like, excuse me, you cannot tell me how I can and cannot feel. You do not know how I feel. Don't tell me what's dramatic and what's not. Like, quickly check them, because honestly, I really just, that's like my biggest pet peeve, is like when someone calls me dramatic and it's like I'm dramatic because I know how I feel and I'm expressing how I feel. Like, that's not dramatic, that's being honest. And I'm sorry that you are someone that's not you know, that strong. And I mean, everyone will get there eventually. So I just saying all this to say, you know, if you are someone that is not emotional, start to really dig into your emotions. How do you feel? Like, just start questioning yourself every morning. Like, how do you feel? Or if you're in the middle of the day, how are you feeling today? Like, just see how you're doing, because you need to be aware of your emotions. Because a lot of times we're so used to just pushing like all the negative emotions away, that like they start to literally harden up and become like the solid base for our character and our actions. So you want to make sure that, you know, you start to put some water in there, okay, not water, like you got to do something to break up the foundation. I don't know what breaks up foundation, but whatever breaks up foundation you do. So I hope this video was helpful. You know, allow yourself to feel your emotions, whether they're good or bad. Never let anyone negate how you feel, and just really just start to acknowledge how you feel on a daily. Because, you know, if you are having like a lot of negative emotions, there's clearly something that you're not addressing. And, you know, you may not be ready to face it, but you still need to acknowledge it, so that one day you plan to face it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You know, like I said, I'm keeping y'all up on all things self-awareness, so make sure y'all go ahead and check out any other videos in the playlist. Make sure you have subscribed to my channel, because y'all know I'm finna keep y'all up on the tea. So it's like, why would you want to miss that? But yes, thank you for watching, and we out your thing.